Are we talking about fire nados?
Would you rather be a fire NATO or earthquake?
Would I be a fire nado? Like, so I'm living as a fire nado, like a fire tornado?
Yeah.
Or what was the other option?
Earthquake.
Earthquake? Fire nado, I think.
They live longer? Slightly?
Yeah, very slightly. I think they get to see more. Better scenery as a tornado. Fire nado.
They meet friendly cows.
And cook them. It's not so friendly.
Yeah.
Well, man, I think water is the scariest.
Water?
It's so, like, flooding is really kind of terrifying.
It damages the world.
Well,
Some
it damages everything. Like, you fill a house with water, you just destroy the whole house. And this is going to be really squeaky. Yeah!
Had to pick the squeaky chair.
Oh, man, they're all squeaky chairs. Maybe I'm just too fat. No, man, but floods are crazy. I've seen videos of, like, floods taking out buildings, washing cars away, you know, sinkholes opening up and cars just going down into them with people inside.
I haven't watched the news lately.
It's fucking game over, man. Game over. You haven't watched the news lately?
Yeah.
That's probably good. I haven't watched the news in a long time. I actually saw a video a little while ago of these two guys in a rowboat out in the river. Out in the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And the sinkhole opens in the middle of the lake, and it creates a vortex of spinning water. And they get sucked into the vortex, and the boat starts spinning around as well. The little rowboat.
Okay.
And eventually this vortex drains the entire lake into this sinkhole.
Damn.
And the boat ends up just barely on either side of the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the both ends of the boat are just barely on either side of the hole, and it's just like an empty chasm between them.
What luck.
Dude, but the moment the video started, my instinct was like, jump out of the boat, jump, get the fuck away from the boat. Dude, they totally would have been dead if they jumped out of the boat.
Yeah.
But I thought the boat was just going to go straight in, like one end in, bam, gone. But it never did, it just kind of spun around forever and ever.
They got lucky.
Yeah, definitely fucking lucky. But definitely game over if you jumped in there.
That reminds me of, like, Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever, where the Kraken is, like, eating them and stuff. And it's like a...
Like a vortex, yeah.
That actually... There's a name for it.
Vortex.
Well, obviously it's vortex.
Water?
No, maelstrom.
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom, yeah.
Mm.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that word used outside of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. In my mind, Maelstrom is like dragons and shit.
Yeah, no, that's a weird
word. Yeah, I know it's a word, yeah. I couldn't define it, though.
I know these things. Yeah, vortex is the actual geometric pattern of it.
Okay, let's not get carried away here. Right, calm the fuck down. You gotta start throwing out words like centrifugal force.
I know the exact calculation. So you wanted to talk about
the fucking supervolcano.
What supervolcano?
The one at Yellowstone National Park.
It exploded?
No, it didn't explode. We'd be dead if it exploded. It's a supervolcano, man. They would have heard about it. If it explodes, it's supposed to destroy the whole world. And I don't mean, like, destroy it like the world gets vaporized. I mean, like, all life on the planet would die.
Really?
Well, we would.
We can't live without the sun. No.
Well, I think humans could live without the sun, just in very, very small numbers. With high technology. But what would happen is, at Yellowstone, it would explode for, like, dozens of miles in all directions. Everything would just be instantly vaporized. And then for, like, 100 miles in all directions, everything would be destroyed by the blast. And then for hundreds of miles in all directions, everything would be covered in molten, falling debris.
Mm-hmm.
And then the entire world would be blanketed by ash. And they say that the light from the sun will go away for like a year. So after like a month, all plant life will be dead.
It's a dirty bomb.
It's crazy, right? And they say that the Yellowstone, the land, is slowly increasing. I don't know by how much, but every year it gets a little bit higher, like inflating a balloon. And they call it a caldera. Caldera just means like a giant mass of molten rock, I believe. And a normal volcano is like a spout that goes upwards, right? Caldera is more like a big balloon filling up.
Oh, that's worse, right?
Mm-hmm. That's why it's so much bigger of an explosion. And they try to estimate how many times it's exploded in the past, and then when they look at the geological record, they see that at those times when it was supposed to explode, there's a thin layer of ash everywhere in the world.
Wow. How would you escape from that stuff?
You'd have to go underground, I think. Get away from the ash.
Underground?
Yeah. It'd be freezing cold on the surface of the earth.
So everybody forget about zombie apocalypse. It's a ash apocalypse. You gotta go underground for that.
Yeah, basically it's similar to like nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Except with no radiation, or probably just less.
No sun, no plant life. Damn.
And the force of the explosion would probably set off the San Andreas Fault in California.
And
That's supposed to be an outrageous earthquake. The big one is what everyone always says. And that massive earthquake might send a tsunami across the ocean and fuck up Asia.
Wow.
Oh, and the force of the caldera exploding would set off every volcano on Earth.
Whoa.
Because the mantle is like a viscous solution. And so they have this massive explosion on one part of the mantle, and it puts pressure on the solution everywhere else in it, so it pushes outward. Yeah.
Could they drain it out or something, or funnel it into somewhere
I've always
else?
wondered that. I've always wondered, like, can you relieve the pressure slowly?
Yeah, like a pimple or something.
Pop this gigantic pimple. I don't think there's anything they can do. It's just too big. It's too large scale.
Can you make asphalt out of lava?
Well, it's just liquid rock. I don't know. I guess so. It would probably be lower quality than normal asphalt.
Could you use it as a resource? Just use it up. Well, we're good at you using up resources.
Yeah, just make it valuable to somebody and it'll be all gone. No, it's just liquid rock. I don't think it's very valuable.
Damn. So what made you think about that?
Well, while I was in Montana, I was always thinking about that.
True, you were right next to it.
On top of it, basically. Missoula, Montana, shout out. Awesome place.
Very foresty. Right? It's very foresty.
Oh, yes. Deep in the woods.
Inside a valley, right?
Dude, when you fly over the Pacific Northwest, it's crazy. It's just forests. As far as you can see. You look out the airplane, just dense forest in all directions.
The furthest I've been is probably Yellowstone.
Yeah, that's way up there.
Yeah. I saw those trees. The tallest, biggest trees. Or not the tallest, but the biggest trees.
You talking about redwoods?
Yeah.
That's in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there.
You said Yellowstone.
Isn't that... which one's that one?
Yellowstone's up in the north, like in Montana area.
Which one was the California one?
Redwood forest in California.
Okay. I went to that one, I possibly thought.
That's cool. How were the trees?
Big. Huge.
No shit. Really?
Yeah.
You don't say.
And weirdly furry. And there's pictures of people making houses out of them.
Yeah, I've seen that. Or I saw another picture where somebody cut a hole in one so they could drive through it.
Yeah, I went under it. It's a bridge you have to go through.
So awesome.
Yeah.
That is such a fucking big tree. Does it have 2 lanes in that road?
No, I think it was one.
It's so big. Yeah, I would love the idea of cutting one down and then when it's on its side, making it into a house.
Really a hobbit house.
How big was it?
It was big, man.
Oh, sorry for the squeaking, everybody. God damn. Like, if you make a house out of it, is it gonna be 2 floors?
No, maybe a shelf.
Okay, so maybe like 1 tall floor.
Yeah, maybe like a small attic or something. But it's like half of this room, half of this basement, in like diameter.
Fuck.
Yeah, they're thick. They're huge.
That's definitely enough room for 2 floors. Or maybe like a loft type situation.
Yeah, like a loft. Like a friend Alex has.
Yeah. How many are there? Are there a lot of redwoods? Is it just like one little area?
It's a huge forest.
And they're all redwood trees?
Yeah.
Wow. I need to get over there. I was in the area and I didn't see it when I was there. I was foolish.
Yeah. That was when I was trying to visit Montana. Just an extra 22 hours.
Yeah. That's not so bad.
Just an extra 22 hours.
Yeah.
So you've traveled a lot.
I have traveled a lot.
You were saying?
I was going to talk about natural disasters more.
More natural disasters, yeah.
They're so fucking crazy. Anyway.
How about natural disasters and how does it relate to the world that you've seen since you traveled so much?
Well, that's why I say that flooding is the scariest thing, because I've seen really bad flooding in China.
Really?
Yeah. The first year I was there, a lot of people died in the city I'm in, and they had to evacuate thousands of people from parts of the city.
Holy crap.
Because the flooding was so bad.
Does the lake that you were next to overflow?
Of course. Everything does.
Damn.
The whole city is flooding. Where I lived my first year there, I was in a high-rise apartment, but I was on the 2nd floor. And the ground floor is already raised up. It's already on a plateau.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, from the ground floor to, like, the main road, the ground floor was already, like, 10 feet above the main floor, the main road, I mean. All right. And in the rainy season, it would flood so badly that the first floor would have, like, 4 feet of water on it.
Wow. Of your current house?
No, that was the first place.
That's a lot of water.
Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta fucking swim.
Yeah, pump.
A lot of people are out there swimming. Specifically foreigners. The Chinese people just stay home when it floods really badly. But the foreigners love it. They're all swimming in the streets in the sewage.
Oh, that's nasty.
It's super nasty, man. I don't understand it. I never go out. I never go do that shit. I'm like, why are you doing this?
That's really bad.
Yeah, that's the same water that's coming out of the sewer right now. Why are you swimming in it? They're like, ha 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 ha, splash splash, ha ha.
Drink it.
Yeah. It's delicious.
Take whiffs.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Wash your disgusting body.
Damn.
Yeah, just you can't stop water. That's what's so scary about it. It's just so unstoppable. Can't be stopped. Not stopping. You're not gonna stop it.
What's a typhoon?
A typhoon? I don't know. We talked about this a couple of days ago, didn't we? We should have Googled it, because I still don't know. My guess is it's just like a hurricane? Japanese hurricane?
I guess, because it's like very specific in the description. It was like in like the Asian areas or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, we did look it up, didn't we?
Yeah.
Shit.
But it was like really generic and specific at the same time. It was like
generic and specific at the same time,
yeah.
Huh?
It was just like a water storm caused by rainforest water in the Asian regional areas. Right. I was like, okay, well, it doesn't really tell me anything.
Yeah. I don't know what that means. All right, well, we can just call it a hurricane. Hurricanes are pretty scary. Tsunamis are really scary.
Yeah, when I think of typhoons, I think of
tsunamis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you have to watch out for a tsunami? If you're ever at the beach and the water pulls back,
that
means it's going to be a tsunami. A lot of people don't know that. There's still videos from the Indonesian tsunami where people are out standing on the beach because they think it's crazy. They're like, "Oh my god, why is all the water
gone?"
And in the background you see like lots of people on the beach, and just a couple of people are like turning and running in the other direction, like screaming. Most people don't know.
But at that point, is it too late?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because a lot of the sturdier buildings didn't fall down. You just got to get to the building before the fucking wave hits.
Okay.
And get up to, like, second or third or fourth floor, at least.
Wow.
But once the wave's already, like, if you're still on the beach and you can, like, see the wave coming, it's probably too late. It's moving faster than you can run, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, something unstoppable like that, or a car accident is horrible. Where it just suddenly happens.
Well, the water just gets in everywhere. It gets through everything. It's so heavy. It's so destructive. It starts picking up debris. It just like mulches anything inside of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely the debris. You couldn't surf it.
Fuck no. You get crushed by a car or a giant fucking boulder or a tree or something.
Yeah. Humans are fragile, man.
They are, dude. It's kind of disappointing when you learn like how easy it is to get really badly hurt, but how hard it is to die.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah.
It's super hard to die. I mean, not super hard, but like if you're trying to preserve your life, it's pretty easy to stay alive. But even trying to preserve your life, it's pretty easy to like become horribly injured. You know? Losing limbs, becoming crippled, things like this, you know.
Yeah. Definitely in sports, you end up being a...
Hell, shit. How many people die from skiing? You know, a lot, I bet. How many people are horribly injured? You get legs broken, arms broken, back, chest, fucking ribs, hips broken, smashed pelvis or some shit, run into a tree.
Yeah.
A friend of mine broke his pelvis in college skiing. And watched him hobble around on crutches for months and months and months and months. And I was like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't think he was ever the same again afterwards. He used to be this really chill dude. He used to climb trees and smoke bongs at the top of trees. Right? Climb like a gigantic tree and then rip bongs at the top. Hiding from the authorities.
From in a tree.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get me covered. Meow, I'm a cat. I'm also camouflaged.
Yeah, I think that was the thing, camouflage. Like, you're trying not to get spotted. But I think once you're already spotted, then you're fucked. Because then you're just trapped in a tree.
It was like in the middle of campus.
He has done that before, yeah, he did that. Yeah. But, yeah, it's super dangerous. But, like, falling down a mountain, it's incredibly easy to get badly injured, but it's pretty difficult to die.
Yeah, we're fragile. But... So you're saying in an accident, everything would break before you die?
Yeah.
Like a fall from like a 2-story building?
Oh, yeah, you're not dying from 2 stories, but you're gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
Probably gonna break both your legs. If you're lucky, you break your legs and you don't break your back. You break your back, it's game over, man. I'd rather die.
Damn. It's a daunting topic.
Yeah, it's a little dark. It's a little grim.
It's,
what would you like to talk about?
what I'd like to talk about. Butterflies and such. Something happy.
Rainbows.
These are...
So you missed the beta.
Yeah, I missed the beta, but thankfully the beta, this is for Call of Duty 4. Yeah, the beta's only for 2 days, or for a couple days. So I didn't miss much. But...
Rookie mistake.
Right? I was 1 day away from
Those 2 days
ordering it.
are everything.
Right?
There's no reason to even play anymore.
It's an open beta 2 months from the release date.
So we won't be able to play for 2 months?
Yeah, the release date is...
Wait, you said 2 days just now.
No, the open beta's open for like a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
But then the release, official release,
I see.
is in 2 months.
See. Well,
so I'm gonna start playing Call of Duty.
you can become a pro
Yeah,
with your max elite skills.
I'm gonna name a YouTube channel called Casual to Pro. And try to be professional.
That's a good idea, Arman. You should do that. It's a great idea.
No, that's so much dedication.
It's so difficult. It's shocking how hard those games are at a high level.
Even a couple of years ago, I was just playing casually. They've gotten so good at just like Twitch firing and...
Yeah, instant fucking headshot from
Yeah.
anywhere. I was watching some competitive
ridiculousness.
Rainbow Six
Uh-huh.
at my neighbor's house the other day. It's ridiculous how well they kill each other. Like you're looking around, you're like on a staircase, and you're looking back behind the staircase, kind of when you're still on it. So you're like glancing over the steps, and then looking through a doorway into another room.
Yeah.
And in that room, there's like a guy hiding behind an armored wall.
And you just slice him.
And you and him are going back and forth sniping just with the tiniest little corner speck, like a single fucking pixel on the TV. That's what you're both aiming through. Like, like, stick your head out, come back in, and bam, just shoots him in the head. Well, you gotta play that game a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
But the gameplay's changed.
Yeah, well, the Rainbow Six is, I'm not gonna say much more, but it is more tactical than what I've seen from Call of Duty.
Yeah. This Call of Duty is a little simplified. You get like a stem pack and everything. You heal every time after getting hit.
Well, the stuff they have in Rainbow Six, I think, should be mandatory. Stuff like being able to shoot through walls, destroy walls, stuff like that. Shoot through ceilings and floors. Stuff like that. It's really basic. That should be in every game. That should be in every first-person shooter, especially competitive ones.
Have you played Battlefield?
Have not.
You have not played Battlefield. I love Battlefield. He's making funny faces.
Dude, I always should have played Battlefield. I always felt like it was the game. If it was the game for me, I think.
Yeah, if there was a game, I think Battlefield was it. There's a 5th one coming out. I just thought of that. Should I buy that for PC or PlayStation 4?
I think I played Battlefield at a friend's house just like once. I kept trying to get in the jet, and I finally got in the jet, and then I crashed it. I was like, this game sucks.
Yeah.
No. But I remember thinking that, like, no one's working together, and so all this stuff seems to be, like, wasted. Like, what's the good of going and getting in the tank if nobody's going to get in the airplane and the other team has the airplane? And then they're just going to destroy the tank, and that's it. And that's what they did. They kill the tank instantly. And
yeah.
So, like, if you had two teams that were trying really hard, I think it would be pretty awesome.
No, it is. You can definitely see, like, the skill level of each player while they're playing it. Because there's enough room. Like, it's bigger than Call of Duty. Like, the map size. And, yeah, in close quarters, you're like, twitch firing and whatnot and whatever. But it's a larger scale, so teamwork actually helps. And it does exist. Just making funny faces.
Okay. So,
like if you would have played when me, Baker, and my brother would play, like that's from like way back then, like 19. Was
back
it
in
1942? It was the game.
You played in 1942?
No, that was the game.
Oh, dude. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Like,
but
right now you can't compare Call of Duty. You can't compare Call of Duty to much. You haven't played many first-person shooters. But Battlefield, you can destroy all the like buildings. You can grenade launcher like a whole building down. One like skyscrapers and crap like that. It's pretty cool.
So you could bring down a whole skyscraper?
Yeah.
And the people in it, they just die?
Yeah.
Can you survive?
If you parachute, yeah.
Does the skyscraper have many floors? Like, you can go on all of them? And how do you get there? Do the elevators work? Do you have to run
I think it's
upstairs?
just an elevator that takes you to the top.
Is it instant, or does it actually take time to go up there?
No, it takes time to get there. Yeah.
So there's just a lobby on the top floor?
Yeah. Just to get to the top floor. I think there's stairs, but it only goes to the top floor. I don't know. I guess everything's locked in the game.
Yeah, of course.
It's after hours.
Oh,
Everyone
okay.
went to home after work.
The janitor's not one of the soldiers.
Yeah.
Can you disable the elevator?
No, you can't. But there's vehicles, there's helicopters. It's a great game.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah like you played it.
You know, I just thought of for some reason
Huh.
when you said parachute, I thought of GTA 5 and this thing that I was always trying to do. I tried for hours and hours and I never was able to do it. Where you get into the propeller plane,
Uh-huh.
you get in and you just fly straight up until the game doesn't allow you to fly up anymore, and then you jump out the plane.
Uh-huh.
And then you go into starfish mode so that you fall slowly, and you let the plane fall ahead of you, and then you just go into a dive to catch up to the plane and try to get back into it.
Have you successfully done that?
Never done it. Just fail and hit the ground every time. Usually fail a couple times, like miss the plane the first time, and then go into starfish mode again, let the plane go past you, and then go after it again, and then hit the ground and reload.
Well, in Battlefield, someone gets on a jet, flies headfirst towards another jet, gets out of the jet, shoots a rocket launcher at the other jet, and then slowly parachutes back into the jet.
That's a dumb game. Why didn't the other jet just shoot the first jet with its jet missiles?
It'd be too easy. These are trick shots. These are entertaining things to watch.
I think I've seen something like that before. A guy in a helicopter, and he jumps out of the helicopter and pulls out a sniper rifle and snipes some sniper that was on the hill over there, and then it gets back in the helicopter. I think I saw that.
Yeah. Shooting helicopters with tanks, it works.
Of course. It should fucking work.
It's fun. Yeah. I haven't played many games that I liked. I was saying this earlier, outside, before the podcast. Like, I'd play Shadow Mordor, probably a few other games, but...
Well, Warcraft 3 is a great game. We should play more of that, and we should record that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, we could do a series where we do a bunch of different maps.
You know most of the maps, right?
Not really. I know a couple of them.
You know a couple of them.
It's like thousands of maps.
Do like a small little tutorial while you play.
Nah.
Just like explain it at least.
No one.
I'm doing this.
No one gets an explanation.
Just play the game.
There's not even going to be music or talking. There's not even going to be a video. It's just going to be a black screen. You can just listen to me clicking, and typing.
So our podcasts are pretty consistent. It's almost 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
30 minutes is a good amount. I like 30 minutes.
It's a good amount. We can talk. Like, I couldn't do this with any of my other friends.
Oh, thank you very much.
I don't have any other friends.
My imaginary friends, nothing. I've never had anything to say. Let's try to do a satellite podcast tomorrow.
Okay, from the house?
Why don't you just... yes, let's do it from the house. Why don't you actually just come here and we'll just do it one person in one room, one person in the other room, so that troubleshooting is crazy simple.
Alright. That computer works just fine. I just have to download
Anyway, let's talk about something
things.
else.
Okay.
You like this F is for Family? Bill Burr show?
It's interesting.
It is interesting. It's a little dark.
It's dark. It's funny. It's got some like really dark humor.
Yeah. I wonder what that says about our families, so we like that.
Yeah. That we can relate to it almost.
Yeah. What about Rick and Morty? You watch that show?
I need to get into Rick and Morty.
You still haven't watched it?
I haven't seen it all.
What's the matter with you?
I've seen like 3 episodes.
Oh my god.
Are you jealous? I have a whole series to watch. That's probably
you
amazing.
filthy animal.
Jealousy is just seeping out of his skin. Oh, I wish I could rewatch something amazing.
Dripping out of my eyes. We watched Infinity Wars again last night. Great movie. Really great movie.
Yeah.
I gotta say. Spoilers ahead. Anybody who hasn't seen it yet, so turn this the fuck off. But, when he beats down the Hulk is still one of the best scenes ever.
Yeah.
And, there's so many parts of it that are so cool that I would have been happy. I would have been absolutely happy if they made the movie like 6 hours long. But they released 4 hours in the theater, and there's another 2 hours of just additional scenes, like more movie, that they release on DVD or on Amazon or whatever the fuck.
You don't think that says something about our society where we would just pay for 3 hours?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we're talking about like high fantasy storytelling here, and we're talking about a franchise that's been building up to this movie for like a decade. Like when did the first Iron Man come out?
Shit, probably in like the 60s, 70s, I guess.
Get the fuck out of here! No, I'm not talking about the comic book. I mean with fucking
Movie?
with fucking Antonio Banderas or whoever.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, whoever the main actor is.
Just equally funny actor.
Same thing, man. Same thing. Tony Stark with Antonio Banderas. When did that came out when we were in high school? So we're talking about like a decade of movies to build up to this. And then they execute it so well. They do such a good job showing how powerful Thanos is. The only complaints I have are really small ones like that. There just wasn't enough movie. I would have enjoyed enormous sections with those henchmen, especially the telekinesis guy.
Yeah.
I wanted to see. I would have been happy with another 20 minutes of him on screen.
Yeah.
I think they should have done more with Thor. That his whole arc for getting a new axe seemed so rushed. I wish they did more with Groot, considering he gave his arm for the axe.
Yeah.
Like, they don't talk about it at all. Like, is that even special? Is it weak? Why didn't
it looks weak?
Why didn't the dwarf already have the handle for the axe ready? Like, why did he have to go look for it? What was he doing prior to that? Like,
yeah,
there's not that many components that go for an axe. Okay, we got the axe sharp head and we got the axe dull head. We got the two sides of the axe. Am I missing anything? No, we got everything. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, that reminds me, that is a very rushed scene.
I love the Wakanda fight. The whole defense was awesome.
Yeah. Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
Black Panther. Have you seen Black Panther?
Yeah, great movie.
Probably saw it with you. No?
I don't think so, because when Black Panther came out, I was like 3 Marvel movies behind. I still hadn't seen Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther came out, and then like 2 months went by, and then I caught up. I watched Black Panther, I watched Ragnarok, I watched Ant-Man, like all together. And then I was all caught up.
Is it Ant-Man 2 that's out now?
Yeah, the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp. And there's a theory going around that during the whole Infinity Wars movie,
yeah,
Ant-Man has been involved, but at a microscopic level. He's in there.
Just fighting microscopically.
Like the exact same creatures, henchmen microscopically. Pew, pew, pew. No. He's in there like doing some like shady shit, like helping out the team. I don't know what. Maybe he's messing with the glove or something like that. Like, you know.
Yeah, why? Where's Ant-Man?
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have the budget for him. Or maybe it's just not enough time. There's like fucking 30 different actors in this movie.
But is that literally like the only character we're missing that wasn't on the screen?
Hawkeye wasn't in it.
Hawkeye wasn't in it, okay.
Who else wasn't in it?
Agent? The blonde agent? Risperidol? What's her name?
Risperidol?
No.
Sounds like a fucking erectile dysfunction commercial or something.
Agent Robinov?
Agent Robitussin PM? No, she was in it. She's she's Black Widow, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in it.
She was in it? Okay.
Yeah, she was in it. Fuck, man, shit. Fuck shit, man.
She's good looking.
Yeah. She's an attractive lady. Yeah. What were we talking about?
We're talking about...
Anyway.
We were talking about...
Great movie, man. Ant-Man, I wonder if he's doing anything.
He's probably there fighting microscopically. That's the funniest theory I've ever heard. Yeah, so there's Ant-Man 2. Deadpool I haven't seen.
I haven't seen Deadpool 2. You haven't seen the first one?
I've seen the first one.
Okay.
I definitely seen the first one.
Yeah, we watched Alex's house just a little while ago, so we had to have seen it.
Alex's house.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, we did. yeah.
That was like 4 days ago, man.
Yeah.
I know, it's a struggle.
No. I remember.
My brain barely works anymore. But.
Yeah.
Alright. Want to call this one?
Yeah, we can call this.
Alright, everybody. Thank you again for listening, I should say, and not watching. But, we still don't know what to call this.
Yeah.
We're on, like, podcast, 10 or 11, 12?
9.
No way.
Yeah, podcast 9.
We were on 8 already, then we did the one in the car, which was a failure, then we did one with Alex, and then we did one in between there, didn't we? I'm going to say this is 16.
It's definitely 9. Because I have 7 and 8 at home.
Shit. Alright, oh well.
We should probably stop saying that in our podcast.
What?
This will be named something.
This will be called something by the time you're listening to it.
Definitely.
It's possible. Okay. Thank you all for listening. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye-bye.